So you can come into a Shavasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And begin to slow down your breath. And just notice the movement created by your breathing. Using each exhale as an opportunity to let go a little bit more, whatever's not needed here. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead, reaching out as long as you can through arms and legs, through fingers and toes. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and flex your feet. Reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle or rock, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your left leg. And just seeing what is there to release, what is there to let go of. And then bend your knee and bring it all the way across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor, evening things out. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up towards the ceiling and then flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of your right leg. release. Bend your knee and bring it all the way across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in again. And let's make our way up to sitting. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion. We'll take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back as far as you can, exploring your range of motion and feeling around within the pose. Let's release, right arm up, open it out, take it across, and then hook with your other arm, hugging it in as close as you can, and at the same time draw back through your right shoulder. Release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder as slow as you need to. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back. Open up the chest. And then fold forward any amount. So it might be just dropping your head, might be coming partway or all the way to the floor, maybe reaching arms up and back away from you. Let's release, come back up. Hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs. So the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall. Bring your left arm up this time. Bend it straight back. Grab your elbow and take it back. And then release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close, resisting, pulling back by the left shoulder so your chest is square. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Let's reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold any amount Maybe just dropping your head, maybe coming closer to the floor. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. And let's come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. Hands right under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. And then take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor and press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and then push up from there, doing this in the way that feels right for you. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, nice and slow. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up. Round and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor, finding a relaxed position for your arms, neck, shoulders. Slow, deep breaths. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and come into downward facing dog. You can tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Taking your time, opening up the backs of the legs, maybe pedaling out the feet or shifting hips side to side. As you settle into your pose, making all the adjustments you know to make, See how much ease you can find. Can you let go of everything that's not needed? And then walk your hands and feet towards one another, and let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out here. What is there to release? What is there to let go of? You can bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. And then come up towards the front of your mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Slow down your breath here. And let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up, lower down, chaturanga. Come into your back bend, cobra or up dog, maybe an extra breath or two here. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Taking the time you need, feeling what you are doing, and then settling into a good resting pose. That could be down dog. Could also be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher. And then a big step forward, low lunge. We're going to drop the back knee to the floor. So you might want to pat it. You could roll up the side of your mat or use a blanket or cushion. And you may want to grab blocks for your hands. Check the distance between your legs. If you need to shimmy your front foot further forward, you can. So you're getting a nice opening on the front of the left hip without too tight of an angle on that front leg. You're welcome to keep your hands on the floor or your blocks or Bring your hands to your knee or hips or arms up. So you choose the challenge that feels right for you in this moment. Opening up the front of the left hip. One more breath here. Let's release. Take the hips back. Hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. So we want hips right above the back knee, hands right under shoulders as high as you need them. And go towards hip square. Draw your right hip back towards a flat back, towards that right foot flat. It may not be all the way flat, but spread the toes. Try and reach the toes towards the floor. Meeting your edges right where they are. One more breath here. Let's release. Shift your weight forward. We'll come into a high lunge. Tuck the back toes. Extend the left leg straight. And then set up for a twist. Left hand can stay on the floor or a block. Right arm lifts high, going towards a straight line through the arms. Notice how much weight there is in your bottom hand. And see if you can make it less by pulling up through the top hand. One more breath here. And then release. Make your way back to down dog, maybe coming through a vinyasa. Maybe moving in some other way. Taking all the time you need for all your transitions. Eventually find your way to down dog, and then let's take the left leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then a big step forward, low lunge. You can adjust your footing, maybe pad the back knee, maybe grab blocks, let your hips sink forward. And take whatever arm position you did on the other side. If you tried something different, you can do that same thing again. One more breath here. And then take your hips back, hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. So you can adjust your hands so they're right under your shoulders, hips above the back knee, going in the directions you know to go in. How wide and flat can you get your foot? How long can you get your torso? One more breath here. Shift your weight forward. High lunge, getting set up for a twist. So right hand can be on the block or the floor. Left arm reaches high. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest, feeling whatever it is you're choosing to do on the way, and then settling into some neutral shape. Coming back to ease, back to presence. Last deep breath in and out. And come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as you inhale, and then come over to a side bend. Left arm can provide support in whatever way works for you. Big yawning reach out, strong core, strong legs supporting you. Reach a little further out, come up, and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out, come up, and release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and then take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Slowly fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Making sure you're not overstretching, perhaps a little bend in your knees. And then release, drop your hands, drop your heels, drop your head. Feeling the heaviness of your head hanging, letting go. And then bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath here. Fold forward, release. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, low lunge. Inhale, arms up. From here, let's take a little deeper twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Working hands towards the center of the chest, prayer position. If you'd rather do this as a high lunge, you can also tuck the back toes and extend the back leg straight. One more breath here. And then release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee. Hamstring stretch, this time with a flexed front foot. Adjusting hands under shoulders, knees above the back knee above the hips. And if you want to slide further forward into splits, Hanumanasana, you're welcome to. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, bring both hands to the inside, turn out through the right foot, and then shift your weight forward, coming down onto hands or elbows on the block or the floor for lizard pose. And if you do want to add a quad stretch to this, you could try bending the back leg, reaching for your foot and drawing it in. And then release. Take your time making your way back to down dog. You might step directly there or take some movement along the way. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist, right elbow across. If you did try a high lunge on the other side, you might do that again, finding something similar. One more breath here. Release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee. Hamstring stretch. Flexing the front foot. And if you did slide towards splits on the other side, you might do that again. Listening to your body, your limits. You can adjust the outer shape so you go a little deeper or back out slightly at any point. To release. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. Bring both hands to the inside. Turn out through the left foot and then shift your weight into lizard pose. Making whatever adjustments you need to so this works for you. If you did try a quad stretch on the other side, you can try that again. take your time, releasing, finding your way back to a good resting pose. 5 slow, deep breaths. One more deep breath in and out. And let's come all the way to sitting. Extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. Inch the heels forward. And then use your hands to support you as you fold. Could be on the feet, a strap around the feet, or hands on the floor. Lengthening and folding. Keep checking that your shoulders are away from your ears. Nice long neck. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. You might grab your toes or your ankles with that grip, lengthen and fold. Elbows can push into the legs to help open them, or if it works better, you might lean into your hands or elbows. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. We'll keep the right leg where it is. Open the left leg out to the side. Gate pose, Parigasana. Right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow. On the inside or outside of that straight leg. Big yawning reach through the right side. And then let your head fall towards the floor and take the top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up and use that hand to help lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Same thing other side, switch the legs. Bring the top arm up and over. Big reach out. And then let your head fall towards the floor, left arm out and down until your left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up, and then use that hand to help lift your head. We'll open both legs wide, Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. You're welcome to have your hands on the floor behind you or in front of you, and you can find your edge right where it is. If it's upright, stay upright. If you need to fold forward, fold forward. You could lean into something, your hands, elbows, a block, the floor. If you did fold forward, make your way back up. Lean back to draw the legs in, little shake out, and then let's get set up for a supported fish. You might do this over blocks, blankets, rolled up yoga mat, foam roller, lots of things could work. Choose something, and then if it doesn't work, choose something else. So whatever it is you're choosing, you're going to place behind the upper back, pretty high up, nowhere near the lower back. Depending on how high the thing is, you may want something else supporting your head. So that instead of the chin being up in the air, the back of the neck is nice and long, chin dropped. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. And then let the weight of your body release over your props. If it's too much to release, if it feels too intense and you're gripping, take it down a notch. Make it something smaller or softer. It could even be just a little tiny roll up of a blanket or very small cushion. It can be very subtle and be just right. So finding the intensity that's appropriate, that you can relax into. And keep checking, is there anything else to let go of? Any unnecessary effort that you might release? Deep sigh or deep exhale may help. If you want to stay here longer, that's of course an option. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. This could even be your final resting pose. If you're ready to come out of this, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. And then lean to one elbow, moving your things out of your way. And come down and rest, feeling the effect of where you were, how it is now. And just check in with your body. What would feel good for you next? Maybe you want to take a couple of active back bends like bridge or half wheel or full wheel. Maybe a supported back bend like bridge, supported bridge. Maybe you want to take an inversion. Could be a spinal twist. Maybe there's some part of your body that could use some attention. So you can practice just asking, what do I feel like? What do I need? And whether you get a clear answer or you just practice asking, it's totally okay. Whatever you're ending up doing, just feeling that. Giving it the time it needs. And each time you finish something, you can just ask again, what's needed now? Is there something else that would feel useful to wind down this practice? You can keep going like this until nothing else is needed. And then get as comfortable as you can in your final resting pose. If you want to put on extra layers or grab props or do a little self-massage. Take your time winding down. Eventually settling into symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go of the control of your breath, letting go of the weight of your body. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Just taking a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today.